Anthony Edwards and
the three-point shootout champion. Thanks, Allie. So the Clippers win the tip. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in it to one spot.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Outside Russell. Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, B.A. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Back to Russell. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Zubac's shot is off. McDaniels against Leonard. They get it back. Tries again. The three from Russell. And another three from Minnesota.
No hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take these shots.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, Russell the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Leonard.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
That one's good from Morris. On the assist from Jackson.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's George. And the jam by George.
And with those long strides, it takes Paul George no time to get to the rim.
Jackson against Russell. Left side McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. The fadeaway. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Edwards against George. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Takes it inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Nice job by Rudy Gobert. Could have given up the rock, but has the confidence now to put the ball on the floor and force the defense to react. Coming off his 3rd All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Zubac's shot is off.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Gobert passes to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Now here's Towns. To the middle, Gobert. That one's good, and it's Towns with the assist. Gobert's got 5 now.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
George for three. Unable to get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Towns. With the crossover. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And the jam by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Russell to pass to McDaniels. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Leonard outside. Picked it out of midair. And here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting a lot. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score often.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. Leonard, good.
One of the toughest covers in the league, Kawhi's jumper just keeps getting better.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And anytime a player is asked about pressure, they'll say, I don't feel it. Smitty, I don't believe it.
No, you shouldn't be. I think what they're doing is, obviously, you don't want to show weakness. And it's about different players, how they manage it. And I think some players do a better job than others.
Leonard against McDaniels. From deep. Jackson for three. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Towns. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers trail. Morris outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And George with the jam.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Russell with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels from outside the arc. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. Leonard with the ball. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Pass to Towns. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter, and Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
The kick out to Edwards. Misses the 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. Leonard finds Morris. 1:44 left in the first half of this one. Pass to George. Now Morris. Fades away. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Inside Gobert. Towns for 3. Sinks the tray. Towns has got 5 points now this quarter.
The versatility of Towns. Unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Zubac has got his first points in this one.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Edwards against Morris. Back to Edwards. Launches it. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's George. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. First one falls.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Throws it up high. Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very...
23, the Clippers. 21.
In that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
We've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Torian Prince. Then there's Nas Reed. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Smitty with the Clippers. It shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Covington against Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Noel from deep. Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Noel.
Active on defense. When Powell puts forth this type of effort, it distracts shooters. This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
It's Powell on the wing. Back to man. Covington inside. Anderson covers. Powell outside. For the lead. No good on the shot. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Down low. Here's Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
And Wall, here we go. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's stolen by Wall. They set the pick. Pass to man. In transition, here they come. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It goes on Nick Batum.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
And Anderson drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Wall, the pass to Batum. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Pass to Noel. Here's Brent. Fires the 3. And Wall pulls it down. To the inside. Batum, the pass to Powell. And the jam by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has hops when he needs it.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Noel. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's McLaughlin. Hits a 3-pointer.
You just can't afford to leave open shooters in this league. Everyone is practicing the 3.
Powell outside for 3. Drains the triple.
On the money 3-point answer by Norman Powell. Not letting the other team own the arc.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Offensive board. Reed on the wing. Noel puts up a 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Wall. Tight defense on him. Covington no good. Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. High post Reed. To the wing, right side. Pass to McLaughlin. Clock at 6. Reed with it. Here's McLaughlin. Guarded by Batum. Goes up from the top of the key. That shot is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's man. Back to Batum.
Timberwolves foul. Jalen Noel. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Powell in the post. Pass to Wall. 6 to shoot. Out to Powell. 3-pointer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Brent. And we've reached the end of the third. The T-Wolves on top. They lead by 5. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point. Minnesota has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Russell up top, defended by Jackson. McDaniels from long range. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. Clippers trail. Now Leonard. Zubats with a screen on McDaniels. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Russell attacking. Now Towns. Pass to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers shooting around 50% of the game so far. George finds Morris. Kicks it out to Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Morris outside. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Pass to Edwards. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The three ball on target from range. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
For three, George buries it from three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Edwards against George. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. Edwards against George. Morris outside. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota's gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Leonard pulls down the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. George with a steal. Leonard passes to Morris. Let's go with a three. He can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. McDaniels against George. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And when Gobert cuts like that, it's over for the defense. For a big man, his mobility is unreal.
And Gobert with a block. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Russell from outside. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Leonard. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. It's on Anthony Edwards.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action rewarded with the foul call. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper. No way he is happy with himself right now. He knows he has to knock every shot down at this point in the game.
Here's Edwards. It's rebounded by Zubats. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell from the arc. The Clippers grab the miss.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Pass to McDaniels from downtown. Pure from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. George outside. Oh, he airballs the triple. That one was way off. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. A competitive game, you have to feel like...
You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Screen by McDaniel. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Brooks. Bain with it. Picked up by Edwards. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. Here is Russell. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Now here's McDaniel. Brooks covering. Bain passes to Brooks. Now Morant. From deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
Now here's Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. Morant, right side. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Morant.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Edwards passes to McDaniels. Out to Russell. Back to McDaniel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns, a screen on Morant. Russell, this is to Gobert. Morant with the steal. Inside, it's stolen by Edwards. To the left wing. Now, here's McDaniel. D right on him. Out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Gobert finds Russell. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Now here's Morant. He dishes it to Adams. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Russell passes to Gobert. He kicks it to Towns. Adams against Gobert. Adams, some nice D.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Morant. And Morant throws it down.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Now, here is Russell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. On the pass to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
My goodness, He is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. It's Morant with the drive. Brooks outside. 46 seconds left to play in the first. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. And he can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. It really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Now here's McDaniel. Passes it to Gobert. The kick out to Towns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. 2 shots coming up.
And you got to like Towns being assertive there. When he plays like this, it really makes the defenders uncomfortable.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside for Jackson. Brooks outside. Outside, Bain. The shot that time, not on target. Tie game in Minnesota. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Timberwolves, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. This one for 3. The shot misses. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound Minnesota. And here is McDaniel. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Morant against Russell. Gobert with the block. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. McDaniels finds Gobert. Adams against Russell. McDaniels in the post. Towns wide open. Good on the triple. Towns has got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. One thing you hear about officiating is you're able to get away with much more in the paint, Richard, than you are on the perimeter. So what's the solution? Call it closer in the paint and looser on the outside? Where should we go?
I think you just need to let them play everywhere, to tell you the truth. Because I like it when games become a little bit more physical. Because you get to see who's in the best condition. You get to see who are the stronger players. And then up top, you got to be smart. Because the smart will take from the strong.
And here's Edwards. After Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got his first points in this one.
An active competitor, Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Adams. Back to Jackson. Morant against Russell. High post shot. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Towns, high post. Jackson on him. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Back to Towns. Russell kicks to McDaniel. Here's Gobert. Another shot. And no good that time. Adams some nice D. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant with it. Now guarded by Towns. Goes up on the wing. And it's Morant missing.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Russell dishes to Gobert. Back to Russell. Gobert with a screen on Adams. Russell passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
They could use a bucket. Outside for Jackson. Russell trying to free himself up. And again, Memphis no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. 30 seconds left in the first half. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Morant drives in. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Towns. Outside Russell. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some. Happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Jones. Pass to Concho. Off target from outside. Timberwolves leading by 10. Russell inside, working on Jones. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target from 3-point range.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A 3-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Green, the pass to Jones. Lets it go from the wing. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert with it. Guarded now by Clark. Towns finds Russell. There's McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Pass to Green. It's stolen by Edwards. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
And he also brings the hustle to the table. Towns doesn't wait when the break is on. He's quick to get up the court.
To stop the run. And it's Jones laying it in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Russell inside, defended by Jones. Shot clock at 5. He can't get that one, and it's Memphis the other way. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush this.
Nobody near Williams. And it's off from three-point range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's stolen by Jones. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Williams attacking. And it's Williams finishing it off.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Jones, the pass to Williams. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Minnesota again turning it over. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jones against Edwards. Back to Jones. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Williams dishes to Jones. Misses the three. Timberwolves leading by 14. The pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. Out to the wing. Noel, no good. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Jones, the pass to Conchar. Kicks it to Clark. They get it again. Passes it to Green. Anderson against Williams. Anderson with the block. Here's Noel. Trains it from beyond the arc. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Grizzlies with another miss. To the wing on the left. Three-pointer. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. And so it's Minnesota out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. A look. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. We've got Williams. He's out there with Brandon Clark. Green out there with Jones. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard position. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Here's McLaughlin. Feeds it to Anderson. Prince outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McLaughlin. Reed. Nifty move. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaching. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Noel passes to Reed. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Left side, Bain. Brooks with no one around. Outside for Jackson. Dishes it to Morant. Memphis moving it around. They get a bet. Outside Jackson. Back to Adams. Reed with the block. Anderson with the ball. Pass to Noel. Prince, right side. Pass to Noel. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant, left side. Now here's Brooks. He's guarded closer. Good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Anderson wide open. Out left of the wing. Stolen by Jackson. Takes a step back. Bain kicks to Morant. Off target with his three.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Anderson outside. The pass to Noel. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Brooks, here we go. Great D that time from Edwards.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Russell finds Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. The kick out to town. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Passes to Bain. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Timberwolves.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Rudy Gobert.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Grant. Three-pointer, Brooks. Minnesota with the rebound. Left side, Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Connects from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 14.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And then Morant slams it in.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. Russell from deep three-point territory. Off target with that shot. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here.
depth of these two teams is pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Norm.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Zubac. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Moran against Jackson. Now here's Bain. The D's right on him. It's stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Morris. The rebound by Jackson.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis. Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
So it's the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis, here's Jackson, just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Jackson, and he's all alone. Here's Bain, ripped down And the breakaway slam.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
It's stolen by Leonard. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Outside Morant. Inside. Tipped. From behind the arc. That one's good from Bain on the assist by Adams. Bain's got 5.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Now here's Zubats. They need this. Adams grabs the miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Up top, Morant, defended by Jackson. Morant, the pass to Adams. Now here's Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Here's Adams. Goes back up. And the layup is good.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player. And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's George. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Morant with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Hey, no good. The Clippers have done only 1 of 6 so far. Here's Leonard. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Pass to Bain. The 3. No luck on that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
George, no good. And here's Morris. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Bain. 4-3. Here's Adams. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Adams has got 6 points.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
And so it's Memphis closing out the... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Memphis.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Oh, hey, how about that? And he dunks it down.
mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's George. Oh, Adams with the block. Bain with it, guarded now by George. Outside for Brooks. To the paint. Outside Bain. Pass to Jackson. Second chance effort, and he lays it in.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
George against Bain. The shake. It's George on the drive, and the jam by George.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that Stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson, the pass to George. There's the three. Drills it from deep. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bain. Second chance shot. Oh, and he got fouled on his... And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still just...
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Well, Grant, every team is looking for that perfect five on the floor, that magical lineup. In your mind, is that synonymous with small ball?
I think it is, B.A. I mean, having players that can play small, can switch on defense, obviously play multiple positions on the offensive end, and just a combination, when executed properly, could be a nightmare for the opponent.
Morris. That one off the back iron and out.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Bain, the pass to Jackson, and they pick up two. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Steven Adams will leave no doubt when he's near the cup.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson, pass to George. Leonard on the wing. This one for three. Sinks it from distance. Leonard's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. George against Bain. Pass to Adams. Fires it. Outside for Morant. Jackson on the wing. Guarded by Morris. On the wing, Brooks. It's stolen by Leonard. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but they pick up the foul in the process. 2 shots coming at the line.
push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop it.
George hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now Morant. He has 6.
And then Morant with the jam. So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Here's Zubac. No good. Misses at the buzzer.
The Grizzlies, 27.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Wall and Powell is the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
It's Powell, high post. Back to Batum. Stolen by Jones. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And Williams punches it home.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Wall against Jones.
Oh, this guy is so explosive, and John Wall knows how to draw contact when he gets to the rack.
Second team foul. At the line for LA.
That free throw misses.
2 shots.
Good on the second one. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Memphis leading. Williams finds Clark. Blocked!
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum sent it back.
Back to man. Batum against Clark. Batum's shot is off. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Wall against Jones. For 3, Covington. Batum. And the tip in on the offensive board. Batum's got his first points of the game.
Well, 2 things working in Batum's favor right there. He's got a great sense for positioning. He's also got size and length.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Batum sets a screen. Powell passes to Covington and stolen by Clark and stolen by Covington. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Pass to Conchar. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. Clark against Batum. The shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Wall on the attack. And stolen by Jones. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That'll belong to John Wall. That free throw no good.
At the line for the Grizzlies,
And the second free throw is good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
The kick out to Wall. For 3, Covington. That one no good. And here's Memphis. On the wing, Jones. Outside, Green. There's a minute 26 left to play in the third. Down low. Here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Green. Clark's got 5 points now this quarter. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
On the wing, Conchar. Powell covers. Rips it home off a terrific move.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Covington passes to Batum. The shot. And he hits the jump shot. Batum's got 6.
Boy, the jumper looking so pure coming out of Batum's hands. What an excellent shot.
Here's Jones. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Pass to Batum. Jacks up a 3. Clark grabs the board.
Might be a good idea to run the clock. Hold it for the last shot.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
The kick out to Williams. Fires for 3. It doesn't go for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Grizzlies leading by 9. Don't go it. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Memphis shooting a nice 50% for the game. On the court for Memphis. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Jackson, pass to Payne. Outside for Morant. Pass to Adams. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant with it. Driving inside. There's the triple. Outside Payne. Takes the 3. And they'll get another chance.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Pass to Morris. The 3. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Outside for Morant. Right side Payne. It's stolen by Leonard. Morris with it. Guarded by Morant. Pass to Jackson. Fires from deep. Back to Zubac. Now here's Jackson. Another shot. Leonard puts it up from 12. Jackson finds George. The 3 is up. Clippers keep it alive. Leonard gets the bucket.
This has defined Kawhi Leonard's game going back to college. He understood rebounding is important to winning.
Jackson against Morant. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Morris on the wing. Here's the three. And Morant clears the board. Morant's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish. Great game for him. Double now.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here's George, guarded by Bain. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, has been how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Leonard for 3. Morris finds some space. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Well, this is one aspect of this game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Left side Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by George. The Clippers running out of time. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Back to Morris. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Morant drawing the double team. There's Jackson with the 3. Kept alive. Outside Bain. Pass to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Brooks. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 41 seconds left in the final quarter. Leonard way outside. He's off on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Steps back. Outside Bain. Takes a 3. No luck on that one. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And so it's Memphis winning this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie.
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. And for the Clippers, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now, here's George. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns, George with the bucket.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Puts up a three. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a three-point game. Leonard the pass to George. And another three for the Clippers.
Paul George has become such an assertive and confident player. He knows exactly when he's in position to get that catch and shoot off.
Now, here is Russell. Right side Towns. Out to Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. There's the three. They get it back. Outside Russell. Going inside. And they pick up two.
Big guard. Nice handle. D'Angelo can take you a number of ways off the drop.
LA's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Passes it to George. Back to Jackson. The pass to Morris. He dishes it to Jackson. Outside for George. 5 to shoot. Corner shot. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Now, here is George. He's got 6 from past the arc, and another 3 for the Clippers.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Russell kicks to McDaniels. Back to Russell. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Nice move. Moves back up. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Now here's Leonard. Outside for George. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 12 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Leonard. And rejection by McDaniel. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Towns with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
No good from Zubac.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to McDaniels. Towns against Morris. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. To the right side. 6 to shoot. Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's McDaniels. And he overshot that one, missing. Los Angeles leading by 3. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. That's on D'Angelo Russell. The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
Now here's Towns. He gets it in there.
A high percentage shooter from the field. Towns recognizes what good shot selection is.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's George on the wing. Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Shoots the 3. That one, no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for the Clippers. That quarter headed. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Jackson finds Morris. In the corner, George with it. It's stolen by Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the raft.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Outside Leonard. The dish to George. 3-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. The drive by Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Russell kicks to Gobert. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Clock at 6. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
Here's George. Can't get it to fall. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Towns, the pass to Gobert. Crafty move. Basket good. Gobert's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
And not the same skinny guy he was when he entered the league. Gobert a lot less affected by contact these days.
Leonard with no one around. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Timberwolves have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
And George kicks to Leonard. Pass to Jackson. Out to Morris. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray. Morris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the one thing about Morris, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. George finds Leonard. Back to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. A fader. And it's Leonard missing. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Well, how about the transition game, too? I mean, that's been another key for them, moving the ball quickly up the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Russell passes to Gobert. Back to Russell. To the paint. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And if he gets looked that cleanly, Gobert becomes unstoppable. He makes good use of his body and just wills himself to a foul.
He doesn't get the second one. Clippers trail by 3. Here's George. That misses off the backboard. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Over in the corner, Edwards. Gobert with the screen on Jackson. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. Zubac with it. Now guarded by Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And here's Edwards from the arc. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Towns wide open. No good on the triple. And George kicks to Morris. Back to George. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Jackson. Good if it goes. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And
The Timberwolves, 26.
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Wall and Powell are the guard set. Albert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
And Batum, a very good free throw shooter. Smart of him to seek contact.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's McLaughlin, and Anderson has it in the corner. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Covington into the lane, and the dunk by Covington.
Man, the fearlessness, I love it by Covington. Really sticking it to the defense with that dunk, going right at him.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. No good on the 3. And it's Wall with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
It's Covington on the wing. Back to Powell. Ball against Prince. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Man can't hit. Minnesota in the lead. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Pass to Reed. Batum with the steal. In the corner, Powell with it. And there's the pass to Mann. Stolen by Anderson. One-on-one fast break. Here's McLaughlin. And the layup's good off the glass. McLaughlin's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
It's Wall with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Wall gets a lot of defensive attention inside, but his experience and skill along with his athleticism allow him to find a way to get it up and down.
McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Prince with it. Now Covington defending. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Reed. Second shot opportunity. No good on the shot. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Covington. And it's Wall in the corner. For the lead. The rebound by Prince. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall.
That's his third.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
Third team.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Anderson.
Well, you look at Covington on defense. His wingspan and speed make him hard to get around.
Batum finds Covington. Here's Batum. Right side Wall. For the tie, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Clippers shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Minnesota shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Here's McLaughlin. Takes it inside. There's Noel. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And Batum throwing it down with ease.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. And good that time. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Boy, that's a nice drive by Wall. He is still one of the fastest players in the league with the ball in his hands.
It's Prince on the wing. Covington with the steal. Now Powell. Anderson with the block. Here's Prince. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You know, once Prince gets good inside positioning, he's going to work.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead as they end the third quarter on a 15. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. Over in the corner, McDaniel. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a 3-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he can't make it. 3 for 3. The Clippers in the lead. Outside Leonard. Down low. Here's Zubac. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Russell. Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Leonard got the ball and finished off by Leonard.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Edwards against George. Towns for 3, and the 3 ball is good.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. The lead is 2. Bounce pass from Morris. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Out to Morris. From outside the arc. 5 on the clock. Up top, Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
George against Russell. Towns down low. Over in the corner, Edwards. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Morris, no good. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Towns dishes to Russell. Back to Towns to tie it up. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jackson drives in. It counts. And the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And like a certain baseball legend, this Reggie Jackson is nailed in the clutch.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And the rejection by Leonard. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his third foul so far. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Gobert, count, and they'll have a chance for a three-point play. Marcus Morris puts one up there. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And, you know, they've been stupendous challenging shots and protecting the rim. Their block numbers really reinforce what we've seen from them in terms of rim protection.
McDaniels kicks to Towns. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. With the crossover, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Edwards passes to Towns. The shot, Gobert trying to get open. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Towns. George against Edwards. Here's Zubac. Towns with the steal. Russell left side. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 2.
And typically, he's reliable from the line. Let's see if Russell can come up here big for his team.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line. George passes to Morris. And he could not get that one to get. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the previous play constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
after the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Buries it from outside.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And George gets to Leonard. And hustling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Morris dishes to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leonard. He takes it in. Oh, missed it. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K. Well, the pace figures to be fast tonight. Two teams that thrive when the tempo is at its quickest.
You're going to love this one, up and down. Neither squad likes to use too much of the shot clock. They'll be looking to get out in transition every time they get a chance.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. Edwards against Bain. To the right side. 5 to shoot. Morant, the pass to Bain. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
You see the impressive leaping ability. Bain getting off the ground with ease.
Out to the right wing. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Stolen by Jackson. Edwards against Bain. Brooks outside. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly. And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Yep, that one's good.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Moran against Russell. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Now here's McDaniels. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Russell against Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. Towns down low, defended by Jackson. Pass to Gobert, and the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Morant against Gobert. Up top, Bain. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Three-pointer. Shot clock at 2. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Russell with the ball. Guarded by Morant.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Puts the move on. Morant with the slam!
Trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Pass to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Left side Morant. Brooks outside. The 3. It's Morant missing. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Russell against Morant. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. McDaniels passes to Edwards. 4-3. Adams grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. Crosses over, and Morant with the lay-in. Morant's got 8.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Russell to pass to Edwards. 17 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Gobert. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Right side Morant. Some solid defense from Russell.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 5-point game. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Brooks outside. Outside Payne. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 5. Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Minnesota, trailing by 5. Russell to pass to Gobert. The kick out to Edwards. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Now Gobert. The jump hook. And Minnesota again with a bucket. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision, and that's a smart decision.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Out to the right wing. Towns finds Gobert. McDaniels inside. Brooks defending. McDaniels can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Up top, Brooks. Outside Payne. Outside for Brooks, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Here's Russell. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. All right, guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Now here's Jackson, looking for his first basket, still in this one. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell to pass to Edwards. Over to the left wing. To the middle. Towns finds Edwards. Over Bain. And Edwards with the basket on the assist from Towns. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter. Memphis shooting a nice 50% for the game. Bain, the pass to Brooks. With the drive. Right wing. Jackson against Towns. Clock at 6. Trying to get back on track. And the dunk by Jackson.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. 44 seconds left in the second period. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Desmond Bain. They throw good. Edwards.
At the line for the Timberwolves.
He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
30 seconds left in the half. Morant, pass to Jackson. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And that one falls for Jackson.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
Edwards against Brooks. Oh, he's way off from outside. And here's Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
I like when Ja forces the issue, especially in close where he's fearless.
He's off on the second. It's Edwards on the wing. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here. As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Jordan McLaughlin. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And it's Green missing. The Timberwolves trail. Anderson passes to Reid. Williams with it. Started now by Anderson. Here's Green. And he makes it.
This is something Danny has been working on. Putting the ball on the floor and taking it strong.
Timberwolves shooting a solid 53% from the floor. against Williams. To the left wing. Pass to Noel. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Clark right side. Stolen by Reed. On the wing, Noel from the arc. Nails it from 3.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Pass to Clark. Outside Jones. Back to Clark. Here's Conchar. From the high post. Prince grabs the miss.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
And that one misses.
You saw the talent from day one in Summer League. Anderson's one of those guys who can really get it done in a lot of different areas.
Here's McLaughlin. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Prince. No! They're unable to get the tying basket there.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Here's Clark. And he drives in. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Minnesota on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Here's Conchar. Knocks down the long J. Conchar's got himself on the board with a 3 there. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
Anderson passes to Reed. Oh, sweet move. And he sinks the layup.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Pass to Conchar. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Back to Jones. A kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Reed with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Here's Prince, defended by Jones. Prince can't hit. The Grizzlies have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Walking foul power, Tyus Jones. Second personal foul, second team foul.
A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Anderson. Here he goes. And finished off by Anderson.
What we've seen with Kyle Anderson, he's a below-average athlete, but has great timing on his drives.
Jones, the pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Outside, Anderson. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. For Memphis, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Jones. Here's Conchar. And it's Noel with a rebound. Gonchar's gotten just one of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. To the wing on the left. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
Jones with the ball. Pass to Clark. Back to Jones. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Grizzlies up 1. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. And here are the Grizzlies now. They lead by 1. And now we've got an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Jackson down low. Towns on him. Jackson can't get it to go. And the Timberwolves with possession. Now here's Russell. Towns down low. Defended by Jackson. McDaniels from long range. Drops in the 3. McDaniels got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Morant, the pass to Adams. No good there. And Minnesota will come the other way. Oh, stolen by Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Edwards against Bain. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And here comes the break. 3-pointer Brooks. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Edwards here. Oh, my goodness.
What a play. This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant against Russell. Outside for Brooks. From deep. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. Outside for Russell. Fires the 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
No hesitation from Russell. I like seeing him make quick decisions and take these shots.
Morant, pass to Bain. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
The shooting of Desmond Bain, it's special. Knocking down threes as good as anyone in the game.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Towns. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And the basket is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Brooks. The 3 is up. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
What I like about Dillon is that he takes the band when it's needed.
Edwards finds Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Out to the wing. Pass to Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, I think the team wanted to foul Rudy here, not the highest percentage foul shooter.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Russell against Moran. Brooks outside. Outside for Moran. Clock is at 3. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Russell against Moran. The kick out to Edwards. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. And here's McDaniels. Now Towns. And Gobert with the stop.
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
The 3 from Bain. And he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Desmond Bain is a good option in these situations. Way to come through.
Russell against Moran. Towns passes to Russell.
Count it! Clutch performance by Russell. He keeps his cool and just zeroes in on finding his shot.
Russell against Moran. From deep, Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Russell. And so it's Minnesota with the W. They played the villain tonight.
Fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this, so hype, where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seat, should we?
Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Now here's Jackson after the miss from Desmond Bain. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Morant surveying the D. It's stolen by Morris.
Just waiting for a chance to make a play, and when the pass was made, he's all over it. Just a fantastic steal.
And Morris throws it down.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
And the Grizzlies with possession.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Here's George, following the basket by John Morant. Takes it out to Leonard. And Adams slings it back. It's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Clippers making a change here. Covington's checked in. And so just over a minute and a half played. Leonard with the bucket.
That's a great touch from the swing man, as Kawhi knows that he can capitalize from that area, and he can get there anytime he wants.
Morant against George. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside, Bain. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Bain passes to Morant. Plays it up and banks it in.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now here's Jackson. Takes it out to Covington. Leonard the pass to Covington. Tries it from 19. Stolen by Brooks. Now Morant. Inside, Paul George with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. 4-3, Covington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
And now only one away from being in the pool.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Memphis leading.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Now here's Morant. Clock at 6. Brooks with no one around. The Grizzlies with another miss. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George taking it all the way up for the dunk.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Brent, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point. But with the ownership and the enthusiasm behind what the owner brings to the table and wanting to make this team viable, they're in position to make some great noise if they find their health. So healthy for the league to have two teams in LA that can be this good.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. Free throw good, Bain. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. Morant with it, the three. And they'll get another chance. Brooks the pass to Adams. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Watching Morant drive is like watching lightning move across the sky. If you blink, you might miss it.
Now here is George. Jackson passes to George. And George with the stuff.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Brooks. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out to Morant. A three ball. Outside, Bain launches it. Memphis the rebound. Adams finds Morant. Back to Adams. Nice hit again. Out to Morant. And a miss there on the triple. Leonard against Brooks. Now here's Leonard. And finished off by Leonard.
And so little can be done to stop that. Leonard with the jets to screen down the lane, then tops it off with the thunder finish.
It's a tie game in Memphis, and the second quarter will get underway just after this short break.
The Clippers fans, please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now here's Jackson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And George gets it to go.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Bain finds Morant. Lets it go with a three. Offensive rebound. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First two.
Up top, Bain. Defended by George. Tries again. And Zubac with the block. Left side, George. Leonard with no one around. His three-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Here's Brooks into the lane.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
The drive by Jackson. Takes it out to Covington. Brent, as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there's some great dunkers out there, Kevin, and every year it's like that. I know from year to year it takes a lot of criticism, the contest, and certainly there are years that are better than others, but the skill of those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Jackson looking around, and that one is good. Jackson's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. Here's Morant. He's got 8. Left side, Bain. Outside Jackson. Back to Bain. Fires for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Bain's got 4 points in the quarter.
such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. And the 2006 Sixth Man of the Year, Mike Miller, seems to be enjoying the play from his former team, the Grizzlies.
Played over 6 seasons in Memphis, and his arrival coincided with them becoming a playoff team for the first time in franchise history.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. You look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection and great consistency.
The tray, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
No question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
Now here's Jackson, outside for George. Rebounded by Jackson. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And it's Brooks in the corner. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Deflects the pass. Just 4 to shoot. A 3 from Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Jackson. Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. And it's Brooks in the corner. Poke loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside for Jackson. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Zubac. It's rebounded by Memphis. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
34 seconds left here in the second. Jackson kicks to George. Jackson against Covington. And here's Leonard from 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
It's Brooks on the wing. It's Brooks on the wing. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll...
The Clippers, 17.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Green. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in its shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And there's the drive. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Albert Covington picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Wall. No good that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Jones Memphis against Wall. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Green. He feeds it to Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. 3 on the clock. Clark trying to get open. Jones, no luck.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Powell dishes to Covington. Excellent D there from Williams.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Here's Clark. It's deflected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Green passes to Williams. Outside, Jones. They kick it out to Green. No good from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
A shot by Batum, no good. And it's Memphis on the break. Williams' shot is off. Clippers trail by 6. Outside, Wall. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And finally, someone scored.
Yeah, the buckets have been few and far between, and neither team able to get into any sort of offensive rhythm.
And there's a lot of nuance to Wall's game. People talk about his speed and things like that, but his instinct and skill are equally as important, if not more so.
And so Green will bring it up for Memphis. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Jones drives in. Clark. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Wall passes to Man. Shot from the wing. That one a little long.
And D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Jones gets to Green. Back to Jones. Passes to Concho. Kicks it out to Jones. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Wall passes to Man. The kick out to Wall. Batum with the 3. Conchar pulls it in. Memphis leading by 7. Now the pass to Clark. Great D that time from Powell. LA has gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Wall drops in the layup for 2.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Now here's Williams. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
Inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up.
Oh!
Yeah. And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Outside, Green. Wall against Jones. Batum wide open. He fires. From outside, off the mark. Memphis leading by 5. Williams passes to Clark. Powell against Williams. Powell dishes to Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Robert Covington, a guy who's out there to do it all for his team on both ends of the floor. He's going to make plays that impact winning.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Man. Paul George, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for John Wall. Jones, the pass to Concho. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 6. They kick it out to Green. Jacks up a 3. It doesn't go for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Grizzlies lead by 3. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the
previous play is under a
different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Well, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands. It was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Robert Covington. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told him, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls. Get into the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Well, there's playmaking ability, and there's a willingness to attack the basket, and Jackson good at orchestrating that pick and roll.
Morant dishes to Adams. Payne looking around. Jackson from long range. It's going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Right side, Batum to take the lead. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Brooks, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Man, you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Back to Jackson. To the middle. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And here we go. Fast break in Morant's cut. In the corner, it's Payne. On the 3 off target. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson finds Leonard. A second chance effort. And Desmond Bane pulls it down. And so it's Bane with it. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant passes to Brooks. To the paint, and Adams with the slam.
You might ask for help down there. You got to push Steven Adams out of the paint, and you can't give him good looks like that.
Pass to Batum. From the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Batum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Morant reaches to Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
It doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Here's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
I mean, this is a battle-tested young player. Leonard's willing to put the team on his back when they really need a bucket.
Passes to Adams, and so it looks like the Grizzlies retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by George.
And tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Zubac kicks to Leonard. Back to Zubac. Outside for George. It's a nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Batum. And it's off the back rim. No good. Grizzlies have gone 4-7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Bain with it. Headed now by Jackson. Back to Bain. And it's Morant at the elbow. Outside, Bain.
Second personal foul. For team.
1:04 left in the game. Out to Brooks for the three. Knocks down the three.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
And here's Leonard from three. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis with the ball.
Reggie Jackson. First personal foul. Second team.
That's the first. That puts them up by 5.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
George passes to Batum. Outside for George. A three from Leonard. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
On the wing, Bain. Just 5 on the clock. The shake puts the move on. And the rejection by Zubac. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run up the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
So a close game sees. All right, David. Good job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do